Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to start a new chapter in our series of Polity through MCQ series, and these MCQs are straight away based on the book M. Laxmikanth. So before starting the chapter, let me tell you a thing that we have completed around 85% of the Laxmikanth. Now the remaining chapter is of the constitutional bodies and non-constitutional bodies. So today we are going to start with the constitutional body, and our first chapter is going to be the Election Commission. Now, before starting the chapter, I would like to tell you a thing that the way in which we are going to complete our chapter of constitutional body is that I am going to club all the chapters together in a video. For example, election commission. For a election commission, there is a separate video. So the tomorrow's video will be on UPSC as well as the State Public Service Commission. So the questions regarding UPSC and State Public Service Commission will be in one video. Then there will be a chapter on commission on scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. So I will club these videos. So in 5 to 6 videos all of the constitutional bodies will be completed. So let us start today with the chapter of election commission. Now the election commission is permanent and an independent body, and the reason why the election commission is an independent body, because in India there is a democratic form of government. So the primary driver of the democracy is elections, and these elections are based on the universal adult suffrage. So that is the reason why this election commission was made a permanent and a constitutional body which is entitled to conduct elections in India. Now under Article 324, the Election Commission is designated as a constitutional body. Now, the Election Commission under Article 324 has power of the superintendence, direction and control of the elections to the state elections to the parliament, means the elections of Lok Sabha, then the state legislature, it means the elections of state legislative assemblies and state legislative councils, then the office of president and vice president. So the Election Commission of India conducts elections regarding parliament, state legislature, president as well as vice president. So a point here to be noted is that the Election Commission of India is not concerned with the elections of the panchayats and municipalities. Okay, the responsibility to conduct the elections of panchayats and municipalities lies with the State Election Commission. Okay, so this is the first important fact that you need to know. So let us now move straight away to the composition of the Election Commission. Now under the Article 324, following provisions have been made. What are the provisions? Let me tell you one by one. Now the Election Commission shall consist of the Chief Election Commissioner and any such members. It means number of n members can be there to support the Chief Election Commission as the President may decide. So the President decides the number of other members that are going to hold the office of the Election Commission in addition to the Chief Election Commissioner. Okay, now the second point is the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner, CEC. I would like to term here in short form. So you just understand, Chief Election Commissioner, the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner and the other election commissioners shall be made by the President. So these are appointed by the President. Okay, now the next important point is the President may appoint, after consultation with the election commission, such regional commissioners as may be necessary to assist the election commission. Okay, so the important point here to know that the election commission may appoint the regional commission, and these regional commissions are appointed by the President only. Okay, now the next important point is the conditions of the service and the tenure of the office of the election commissioners and the regional commissioners shall be determined by the President. Also ये fact आपको याद रखना है कि the regional commissioners are appointed after the president consults the election commissioner. Okay, now election commissioner, not election commissioner but election commission. Okay, now the next point is the election commission was formed in the year 1950. Okay, so from 1950 to 1989 the election commission served as a single member body. Okay, only single member was there, but in 1989 the president appointed two more members or two more election commissioner to cope up with the increased workload. So the total number of members after 1989 in the election commission were three members. One was the election commissioner of India, and then there are two other election commissioners. Okay, now the election commissioners, the other two election commissioners shall have equal powers, they receive equal salaries, they receive equal allowances and other perquisites which are similar to that those of the judges of Supreme Court. Okay, now the next point, let's see the next point now. Now let us see the term. The last remaining provision is the term of the election commissioner shall be 6 years or 65 years, whichever is earlier. Now let us talk about the independence of the election commission. Now the independence wala clause is given under article 324 of the constitution. Now the first thing to know here is that the chief election just a second, the chief election commissioner is provided with the security of tenure. Now he cannot be removed from his office except in the same manner as the judge of the Supreme Court can be removed. Now you know that if you have watched the video that the judges of Supreme Court can be removed by the president on the recommendation of the parliament. And how does the parliament recommend that? So the parliament passes a special resolution to that effect. Okay, I hope the things are understood. The parliament passes a special resolution which is passed by the special majority of both houses of the parliament, and then when the parliament sends that to the president, then the judges shall stand removed. Okay, so these chief election commissioner can also be removed in that same way. Also, the grounds on which the chief election commissioner can be removed is on the grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. Okay, so I hope the things are clear right now. Now the one thing is now clear, that the chief election commissioner does not hold office on the pleasure of president, as the president can appoint him but the president cannot remove him. Okay, now next is the constitution has also not prescribed. Now I have told you about the security of tenure and also I have told you about the grounds of removal. Now some facts to know are the constitution has not prescribed the qualifications for the members of the election commission. Secondly, the constitution has not specified the terms of the member of the election commission. Okay, neither the constitution has debarred the retiring election commissioner for any further appointment in the central government. Okay, so these things you need to know. Now if I talk about the powers and function, the election commission has administrative, advisory as well as quasi judicial power. Now what are the powers? Now to determine the territorial areas, okay, throughout the country, as you know that delimitation commission is established. Now this is made by the parliament, and then the election commission adjusts the seats in the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assembly elections accordingly. Now the second work of the election commission is to revise the electoral rolls. The next is to the election commission grants recognition to the political parties, and the election commission assigns symbols to that political parties. Okay, the election commission determines the code of conduct. Okay, then the election commission advises the president on which matters? on the matters relating to the disqualifications of the member of parliament. Now the next thing, the election commission advises the governor on the matters relating to the disqualification of the member of state legislature. Okay, so these are all the important points regarding the election commission. Let's now straight away move to the questions, and let's see the questions now. Now the first question is, consider the following statement. As per the provision of the Constitution of India, a regional commissioner shall not be removed from his office except on the recommendation of the governor of the state where the regional commissioner is posted. Now, the recommendation is needed, but not of the governor of state, but on the recommendation of the chief election commissioner. Okay, so the first statement stands wrong here. Next is, the number of the election commissioner in the election commission shall be fixed by the president from time to time. Yes, the number of the election commissioners are fixed by the parliament, and it was increased to two new election commissioners were added in the year 1989, and the election commission ultimately became a multi-member body. Okay, so only 2 is the correct answer here. यहाँ पे C में both 1 and 2 होगा, but we don't have nothing to do with it. Correct answer is only B. Let's now see the next question. Consider the following statement with respect to the Election Commission of India. The term of the office of the election commissioner is same as the chairman of the UPSC. Okay, so the statement is absolutely right. 6 years and 65 years, whichever is earlier, it applies to both of them. In case of differences of opinion among the chief election commissioner or the other election commissioner, the matter is referred to the President of India. Now, there was a purpose, there was a reason for which the election commission was made a multi-member body. And why only 2 members were added? It were added because in case of a disagreement, there should not be any equality of votes. It means that in case of differences of the opinion, it is the election commissioners that decide with majority to the decision. So if the chief election commissioner stands on one side and other election commissioner stands on the other side, so the third election commissioner has the final authority. If he casts the votes in favor of group A, so the A1, the provisions of A will be implemented, otherwise B will be implemented. So the matter is not referred to the President of India, but the election commissioners decide it by a majority vote. So the second statement here is not correct. Let's now see the third statement, that is the independence of election commission and its insulation from the executive interference is ensured by special provision under Article 324 of the Constitution. So the statement is absolutely correct. Article 324 mentions about the superintendence, powers and duties of the election commission. Okay, and Article 326 tells us about the adult suffrage. Now, so 1 and 3 statement, option C here is correct. Let's now see the next question, that is question number 3. In the Lok Sabha elections, who among the following can order adjournment of poll or countermanding of elections on the grounds of booth capturing? So it is the Election Commission of India, because it is an constitutional body which is designated the responsibility to conduct elections for the parliament plus state legislature plus president के elections and then vice president के elections. So it is the election commission which is wholly independent body, independent constitutional body which can do so. Okay, so B is the correct answer here. Next is, the Chief Election Commission of India holds the office for a period of, I already told you, there is a clause of 6 years and 65 years, whichever is earlier. Okay, so here option C is correct. Now let's move to the next, that is question number 5. An election commissioner shall not be removed from his office except on the recommendations of. Now, the election commissioner can be removed from his office except on the recommendation of chief election commissioner. So the recommendation of chief election commissioner is necessary for the removal of an election commissioner. Okay. Next question is question number 6. We have to match the commissions with their article. Now, if you have read polity book or if you have practiced MCQ questions of polity, you will know that the finance commission is mentioned under article 280 of the constitution. Then there is commission for backward classes. Then there is election commission. Election commission we have studied is mentioned under article 324. Okay. Then the second one is the commission for backward classes. So the commission for backward classes is mentioned under article 340 and official languages commission is mentioned under article 344. So the correct answer to this question would be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the commissions and their articles are appropriately mentioned here. Now next is, before giving any decisions on questions about disqualification of a member of either House of Parliament, the President of India shall obtain the opinion of which one of the following. So the President shall obtain to remove the matter or disqualify a member of either House of Parliament. The President shall obtain opinion from the Election Commission. So B is the correct answer here. Now next is question number 8. We have to mark which statement is correct. The Chief Election Commissioner can be removed from office before expiry of his term in a manner and on grounds as a member of the UPSC. Second is in a manner on the grounds like a judge of the Supreme Court. Yes, the B option is absolutely true. I have explained you in the explanation part about the whole process. But let me tell you a thing here now. The actual process, first of all, 50 members from the Lok Sabha need to sign that resolution. 100 members from Lok Sabha and 50 members from Rajya Sabha signs this. Then this resolution goes to the Speaker of Lok Sabha or the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. If both of them give the approval, then a committee or a committee is made consisting of 3 members, and if this committee verifies the charges, then the resolution is kept for voting. If the resolution is passed by the Lok Sabha and then Rajya Sabha by a special majority, that is majority of the member of the house is present and voting and 2/3 of the member present and voting. So if this is passed by a special majority, then the parliament sends that to the president and the president removes the election commissioner. Okay, so this is the whole process. B is the correct answer. Next is, the president may from time to time fix the number of election commissioners of the election commission on the basis of, so a law made by a parliament. In that respect, a law is made and the decisions are taken as per the law that is made. Next is, the responsibility of preparation of electoral rolls rests with the, so the responsibility rests with the Election Commission of India under Article 324. So with this we are done. We have completed the chapter of Election Commission. Okay, I hope you have understood all the concepts. Do like this video and do mention your suggestions in the comment sections and your views regarding the video. Thank you for watching.